Joanne. How are you? Welcome to Simple Stories Saturdays. Oh my God, I love Simple Stories so much. This is a YouTube collaboration with myself and 10 of my scrapping besties. I love all of them, and I'm going to link all of their channels below so you can look at all the videos and join us in this monthly YouTube hop collaboration, okay? So, in the spirit of simple stories, I have decided to share with you today the Simple Pages kit for the Simple Stories Simple Vintage Indigo Garden. I love this collection so much. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I have never used a page kit before, and I am going to follow it pretty much to the T. And I'm going to end up probably putting some more stuff in myself because you know me, I gotta have lots of stuff. So in this kit, you get 2 double layouts and all the stuff that goes with the layouts. And then you can make these gorgeous pages. Oh my God, will you look at those? Super beautiful. So I have decided to make these today. And in the kit, you get the instructions, and you get the papers, and then some chipboard, and you also get these sheets with all the ephemera, and you just kind of pull them out like this, and then you use them. Super awesome. I love it. It's going to be so easy. So again, we're going to do this layout here. So I've got all my photos printed, and I tried to get to the correct size for 1, 2, 3, 4 photos. So I have these 2 picked out. These 2, my pictures are like selfies, so you know the camera's really close to your face, so I'm not going to be able to use circles. I'm going to use squares instead, but I think it'll still look super pretty even though that we're not going to use those 2 little circles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these, and I'm going to I don't want to say tear them apart, but take them apart and get all the ephemera in a little pile and figure out what I need to use for this layout, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. I've got all of the embellishments taken apart from the cut apart sheet, I guess was what you want to call it. A couple tips, I guess, with these kits of my feelings of it. By the time I got to the 3rd sheet, I was very ready to be done pulling them away from the sheet. But the good thing about that is there's no cutting at all, and you don't have all the extra leftover paper to throw into the trash. So that's super awesome. I really like that a lot. So once you get through that, then I had a pile of ephemera, and I took the instructions. Honestly, I just did it by looking at the layout about what went on what page, and then I had a whole nother pile of ephemera left, and I noticed that there was extra pieces. So then I took the other double layout and put all the pieces with that had to go with it. And then look at this, all of this is extra. So you get butterflies and phrases and tons of hearts and some journaling cards. All of this was just extra on the sheet. So they must give this to you in case you want to add extra things. Or you could make cards with this too. That would be super cool. So there you go. So I'm going to do exactly what these pages say to do. But you know me, I have to add stuff. So we're going to do that. So here's this one that we're going to do first. Okay, so I laid everything out that was supposed to be on this page, and then I'm going to put this next to me so I can reference it. And then perhaps if I go to the side a little bit here, you can still see this. All right, I'm sure I'm going to end up bumping into this though. So here's one of my photos that I'm going to use. This is me, and this is my cousin, and the other page is going to have some more of my cousins. And we were at her brother's children's first birthday party. He had twins, and you may know that because you may have seen the pages that I put together for the twins' birthday present. So here's the picture. So I'm going to just kind of put this over to the side, because what they want you to do is put this, see this line right here? They want you to put this like right there. So of course my ATG gun decided to run out of tape at the most inopportune time. So I refilled that. I'm kind of hoping I get this on here straight, because I don't think that this paper is going to be super forgiving. I feel like I'm not straight, but maybe I am. Okay. All right. We did it. And you know I've got to put some bling on them. So, okay. So then they want these. And then this pink one. And then they want this one here. So I'll space those out better in a moment. And then they say to put this here, right up against here, and then along this black border. So you would just go like this. And I think that's really super cute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my glue, because I only want to glue down just a tiny bit of it, because you're supposed to put your picture underneath it. Hopefully that works out okay with the picture I picked out, because I don't want it to hit anybody's face. So let me see. So then you come in like this and you put your picture. Of course I moved that, which, see, it's going to hit my cousin's face, so I want to move it up a little bit. But in this, they do have a little gap here, so I think that's okay. Now I'm just going to leave that like that for a moment while I get some placement here. They want a title, and then they have this really cute enjoy life sentiment, and then over here they wanted this, which they want to be up like that, and then they want it to be underneath the photo. So, oh my goodness, we got a lot of stuff to maneuver around here, don't we? All right, hold on. And then let me see. All right, so they have it, so this leaf right here is kind of like there. Let's do that. Of course, you could do whatever you wanted, really. It's your layout. So, okay, that's good placement. What do you guys think? I think they wanted this more like that, and I think I do too. I like it better that way. And then I can scooch the photo up just a little bit like that. Okay, let's see if we have room for the rest of this now. Then the next thing they wanted you to do is put this title pretty much right here. So we'll do that. And then there's a butterfly. They want it like this. That's not bad. Now look how simple that was. That is fantastic. They are calling for that to go here. Some glue. And again, I just really do not want to hit too much of her head. So I'm going to try to line it up. Oh, I did forget to mention that it came with this pink paper, and I added this navyish blue to it because I just thought it needed it. So that was my extra touch there. And now let's see about this. Okay, so I think we have good placement on this. Let's just make sure, and then we'll start gluing down. This is, I think, amazing and simple for people who might possibly be a beginner scrapbooker, or for somebody who like really wants to scrapbook but doesn't have the time to do like complicated, for lack of a better word, pages that they don't want to, you know, because sometimes my pages will take 2-3 hours, really, depending on what you do. If you do a cut file and you have to back it, or if you do some hand stitching, that can take a while. Sometimes you work on a layout for 2 days, right? You guys know. So let's see. All right, while I'm doing the rest of this, and I'm going to put gems in the middle, and I'm sure y'all knew that already, I'm going to tell you a story. And this is the craziest story ever. You're not going to believe it. Let me see. I think this one needs to go up before the glue dries. So, my crazy story is, see, I'm off here. I need to go over to the left a little bit. All right, I'm happier with that. My crazy story is, I get home from work today. Today is Saturday that you possibly might be watching this because it's Simple Story Saturday, right? But on Thursday, I get home from work. I get home at like 5. And I'm super excited because I have Friday off. And of course, Monday is a holiday. So I have a 4-day weekend, right? So I come in, immediately change into vacation clothes and get all comfortable. And I go to the kitchen to, look at my glue rolling right across the table. I go in the kitchen to give my cats their dinner, and I have a window right above my kitchen sink. And I happen to look out the window at my pool. Now, this is the first time I've ever had a pool before, and I'm very excited about it. It's still been a little bit too cold where I live to really go in, so I look out. And at first I see something in the pool and I'm like, well, what's that? But we do have one of those little robot things that run around and clean the bottom of the pool. So I'm thinking it's that. But then I went, no, wait, he's not home from work yet. It can't be in there. So I look closer and I'm like, oh my God, something is in the pool. So I can't see. I grab my glasses and I'm like, yep, something's in the pool. Now, I first of all thought it was a turtle because my husband rescued a turtle from the road just 2-3 days ago. He didn't want it to get hit by a car, so he picked it up. And we have a pond in the way back of our property. So he picked it up and said, okay, now you're living in this pond. So he thinks, you know, great. I saved the turtle. We're all good. So on and so forth. Honeybee stamped gems. I'm obviously adding this from my stash. It's not part of the kit. And I'm not going to put them on these two with the sentiments, obviously, because that would look very silly. So I threw my cat's food on the ground, literally, because I didn't know what was going on. And we had just put in what they call critter savers. They're these little things that you put on the side of the pool, and they're like a circle on the bottom, and they float. So if like a chipmunk or a squirrel falls in or something, they can swim to the critter saver and get themselves out. Well, I run out thinking it's this turtle, and I get out there. It's not the turtle. I could not believe my eyes. I instantly freaked out because the groundhogs that live at our house just had babies, and there is a baby in there. I lost my mind because she just had like, I think 4 or 5 babies. I know at least 4. I thought I saw 5 once. And they just came out from the hole, like, I'm going to say a week ago. So I freak and I go and grab that long pole with the net, and this thing is just gasping for air. It is literally, like, I think a minute away from not being able to do it anymore because it was exhausted. Now, mind you, it's a baby too, so can you imagine? So I put the net in, and it is just desperate for the net. So it grabs it, but then it slips and falls out, and I'm like, okay, oh my God, I'm just going to grab it. So I went underneath it and grabbed this little thing with the entire net and pulled it up and pulled it to the, you know, the cement by the pool. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm thinking, well, what am I supposed to do? Because what if it bites me? You know what I mean? Well, it is exhausted, absolutely exhausted, and it literally had nothing left in it. And I said, oh my God, I don't want this baby to die. So I get it out of the net and I go to stand it up and it falls right over. It's not really breathing very well, and I am just absolutely beside myself, not knowing what to do. I'm going to glue this back down some more because I moved it so many times. The glue's all messed up. So I said, well, guess what? You're not dying today, bud. So I literally performed like CPR on this groundhog. I mean, I obviously didn't do mouth to mouth, but I said, all right, well, you're not dying today. So I picked him up and I was doing little teeny chest compressions, and then I was squeezing his belly to get like the water out of him if he had swallowed a lot of it or something. It was so scary because I was so afraid that he was going to die. I really was, you guys. I was so terrified. So anyways, it ends up good, so don't worry. So I said, okay, I don't know if he's going to bite me. This is done. We'll put some extra stuff on it. Breads. I promised to finish my story. I have these title things. I don't know if I'm going to use any of them. Probably not. Definitely enamel dots. I have the sticker book. And then my girlfriend Karen from Yes Please Paper Crafts, I'll link. She's in this hop, so her channel will be linked below. She gifted me these. She made me these buttons with papers from this collection, so I'm definitely going to want to put some of this on here. But those, you can't buy those anywhere. That was a gift. Anyways, so I literally am doing CPR on this little guy, and he's making all these little noises, and he just wants to close his eyes and give up. And I'm like, not today. So I'm basically shaking him. I get him to stand up, and he's starting to breathe again. So I run into the house 100 miles an hour, and I get a towel and some gloves in case he wanted to bite me, you know. So I got these work gloves on. I grab like a beach towel and I go back out, and he's still in the same spot because he is just absolutely exhausted. And I wrap him up in a towel, and I have my gloves on, and I keep, you know, moving him around to make sure that he gets the blood flowing and he's breathing and everything. And I carried him around in a beach towel because he was shivering like you would not believe. He was exhausted. He wanted to go to sleep so bad, and I think he literally was just about to drown. And I carried him for 40 minutes telling him he was okay, and I pet him and everything. And then he came back to after about 40 minutes, and then he was lifting his head up, and then he took his little paw and he put it outside of the towel. So then we were like, okay, I think he's gonna be okay. So we carried him out to his mother and put him on the ground with the towel, and then walked away so he wouldn't be scared. And then he continued to walk, and then he turned around and looked at us, and we're like, it's okay, go buddy. And so he ran a little bit and then went back to the hole where his mom was. I could not believe that that happened. Isn't that crazy? So anyways, I just wanted to share my story. I hope you liked it. So thank God my little groundhog buddy is okay. I'm going to put some of these in here because they're breads and I love it. So see here, there's this thing that says photograph. I'm going to put a bread on each side of it, and I'm thinking to add some more pink into here. So let's do that. I've got a couple of these that are this color, so just put one like that, and then one like that. See, that looks cute. All right, let's look close. I think it's cute. I don't mind it at all. And how easy was that? I mean, seriously, took what, a few minutes to put together? Now they want this side to look like this. And again, I didn't have photos that I could cut into a circle and make it look good, so I have two little square pictures. We'll see how that looks. But let me show you my pictures first. I'll get this. Hold on. Okay, these two are sisters, and this is her baby, and this is her baby. So there you go. And let me see, we'll put this in the middle. I'll move this for now. How do they want this? No, they want this up like this, don't they? No, they don't. They want it this way. Okay. So I imagine if I put it exactly here, that it will line up with the other page. And oh my god, it stuck to my finger. And then I'll just put this right here. Like so, and then just follow it down along this black strip here. Okay, so there's that. All right, let's get the picture back in here. I put this navy behind the photo. It did not come with the kit. And then they want the picture to go here. Let me get my ephemera out of the way here. This is all the ephemera they want you to put on this page. Look at this gigantic floral. Oh my goodness. And then they wanted like the bottom of this branch, I guess, to be right up against that, but it's gonna bother me with it floating there. It's just a thing I have. So what I'm actually gonna do is tuck it just a little bit, just so I think that looks better. Personal preference doesn't make a difference. And then I want to make sure that this is not running off the side of the page. That looks good. All right, let's not stick anything down. And then they want you to put this right over this picture. And then they want the two pictures here. And I printed these two tiny ones, which I normally wouldn't do. So let's see how that looks. Again, they wanted you to have two circle photos there, but I just didn't have two photos that would look good cut out as a circle. And my printer doesn't do that. So let's see. They wanted a butterfly right here. And then they wanted a butterfly like here, but obviously I don't want it on my picture, so I'm just going to put it right here. I don't think it matters. Either way, it would look good. Yeah. And then they want this, says the sweetest moment, going across here, which is also very pretty. Yep, I like that. And then they wanted these two stamps. One's paper and one is chipboard. They wanted it here and here. That was my cat. Like this. I'm unsure about that because these two things being next to each other seems off to me. Does it seem off to you guys too? I'm wondering if I should just move it to the other side. I think that's better. I'm going to do that. Let's do it here. Good. That might look cute because I think this spot right there is weird. I don't mind that. All right, that's enough of those. Let's do enamel dots just because I don't want to do too many because we have two on the other page. So if I just put one here, that would be like our 3, you know, like that would be cool. All right, and then let's do a yellow and then a green. Okay guys, off camera, I added 2 stickers. I put this one here, it says you are beautiful, and this little one here that says happiness, because my little baby cousin is like the happiest little thing, which is not a baby anymore, but you know what I mean. Then I figured out a spot for button right there. I think it looks good. So let me show you some close-ups. Look at that. Look at the gold splatters on the ephemera floral. Right? Oh my goodness. Looks so good. I love it. It just shines in the light. You'll see it more in the close-ups, I think. So there's that. I don't think that needs any more either. Let me see if I can get these together and you can see both of them. What do you think? Simple Stories page kit. I have to say that I am loving this. And I added a few extra things of my own. But other than that, I mean, really, I used just the page kits. And I tried to add some more extra stuff, but it just literally didn't need it. So therefore, whoever designed this page kit did a really, really good job, don't you think? All right, I love it. I thank you so much for stopping by to Simple Stories Saturday. And don't forget, description box below for the rest of my friends who are also doing this, okay? Take care of yourselves and have a good day. And thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Bye.